Hello there. Okay, so first video ever on SWGOH. I think I just want to make these videos for fun and just kind of I'm not really looking for a lot of views, but I have been playing this game for a few years now, and I want to show my biggest regrets in my roster. Which, to be honest, all right, to give you guys background, I've been playing seriously since Revan was out. Uh, I know I started my account like 2 years before that. I remember playing loosely and having like old Daka and Fives and Ahsoka, and those were that was like the core of my team, but I never even hit level 85, and I lost interest in the game. And then I picked it up years later, uh, like I said, and I discovered actual watching YouTube videos and going strategies and blah blah blah, and this is what my account has evolved into now. So I'm just gonna go over a few things with you guys and show you everything that I like and what I don't like about my account, and hopefully you guys can learn a thing or two if you actually find and somehow watch this video. So let's just jump right into characters. So right off the bat, you're gonna look and see I am at just shy of 3 million power, and I have no galactic legends. In my opinion, you should not have a galactic legend before you're at 3 million power. If you do, then you're probably going to lose your grand arenas because you're not going to have all the teams to balance out. Every time I come up against a galactic legend, which isn't that often, but when I do, he doesn't have enough teams to actually clear me, and then even if I can't get through his one galactic legend, if he sets it on defense, then I clear everything else and he can't do anything about it. So starting off here, a big regret immediately that I want to point out, that's something that I should have done, and I should have done a long time ago, but I have never done. So I should put the Zeta on Darth Vader's lead. That just it should be done, I know, but as you can see here, look at how many Zetas I got. I know I'm totally stacked on them, so I might end up just applying that. But looking at everything else in here, we can jump into squads, and I'll show you guys how I organize all these. Another big regret is my Jedi. I'd say Jedi are probably my biggest regret. So right at the moment, my current goals, I'm working towards the 501st. As you can see, I think I'm about to just relic out Echo, because I only have to put this one more piece on him, whereas Gas needs all these pieces and that piece. So even if I farm this and put it on him first, then I'd have to get all these. So I might as well just finish Echo and then finish out Gas. And then Arc is a bit behind them because I never really used him. When I used my Shock T before, I always used Clone Trooper and Clone Sergeant, and he can hit hard under the Shock T lead. So if we go into squads here, under default, my best team is my Darth Revan. Something weird about me, I actually rushed Darth Revan before. When I came back to the game, I got my Phoenix and I rushed Darth Revan. I don't know why I did that. I think he came out and he was the most powerful right after Revan, and I rushed from it, and I didn't really regret it. Even without having Malik at the start, I had a team that was stomping everything, even when I was on offense, including other Revans or light side Revans. So I never really regretted it, and it allowed me to build into everything else. And I played the old KOTOR games, and it was sweet how in the end of the dark side, even though I hated it because Mission and Zalbar are two of my favorite characters in Star Wars. I just think they're cool. They got like the Han and Chewie thing going on, the Mission and Zalbar. But the how if you're the dark side at the end of that game, you can just make the ending go so wrong for them and everything. It's really messed up, and I'm not gonna spoil the game for anybody who hasn't played it and wants to play it, but that's just you got to see that ending. It's very brutal and crazy. So, and then my next best team was CLS here, and it hasn't always been that way. My Padme team was above my CLS for the longest time. went and got my CLS like this so that he could attempt to take down some Darth Revens and some gases for me if I needed him to. But mostly if I see a gas, I'm having to use the Padme now because I discovered Padme is just a whole better counter for gas. So that's kind of ironic. Although I'll say one team that gives me a lot of trouble is Grievous. I usually end up having to bust out Padme, who's like my best team, where I'd much prefer to be able to use something like my Jedi on there. But as you can see, like I said before, my Jedi are like my biggest regret. They're literally just dog doo-doo. It's bad. They can counter some weak Grievouses and stuff, but all they got is this Jolie bringing them back over and over. And, these two are kind of a hindrance. And Yoda's good, but at Gear 12, just not getting his foresight quick enough and not staying ahead of everybody. So, like I said, I used to use my Shaak Ti with Clone Sergeant, but recently, since I've been working on the 501st, she's gotten some bump ups with them, and I'm thinking once they get transferred over to gas, Shaak Ti is gonna go to my Padme team, and she's gonna get relicked up for getting cam shards, and C-3PO is gonna go to CLS, and I don't know where R2 is gonna go. So R2 might be a regret because that's 23,000 power that I have with 2 Zetas and everything in there, and I don't know where I'm going to put him. And then let's just start moving down the list here. So then Night Sisters, definitely not a regret of mine. They are the best counter to, I guess not the best counter in banner efficiency to Geos, but they always beat Geos. You could have a severely undergeared Night Sister team, and Asajj is just going to get ramped up so much as long as you play it somewhat alright, and she's going to start one-shotting them, and it's ridiculous. So I've got my Night Sisters to this point because I'm pretty sure at this point they could take a full Relic 7 Geo team out. I haven't tested that, but I'm fairly confident in it, or they'd be just short of it. And a full Relic 7 Geo team is pretty rare to come across at 3 million galactic power. That's kind of why I haven't gotten to test that. So, this team I've just recently put together. Don't really have a lot of experience with it because I really just put this together because I had to get gas. And I've been chucking it on defense a bunch. It really hasn't got me many holds, probably because people already have it figured out. It's been out for so long, and these two are too low of a level to really make anything happen. But through all the videos I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of strategy guides. I'm in a good guild that, has a lot of knowledge, and they tell me the Newt Gunray lead, and I hear that everywhere the Newt Gunray lead is the way to go on leaderships. So, for my bounty hunters, I would say a regret would be that I don't have Django relicked up. He should be up at Relic 5, and I know I don't have Mando in there, and I probably should, but I actually use them on defense a lot, and I chuck them on defense because with Bossk and the leadership, they all get so much recovery that you're gonna have to use something really good to get through them all. And then with Dengar throwing out his bombs all the time, even if you get through them all, he's gonna strip some banners from you. So it's more of a banner stripping, and you're gonna have to use something good to get through it on defense team. Geonosians, I really brought these two up to 5 to. I always get watch shards. I never screw it up anymore because of that. And I mean, you can do it all at Gear 12, but you can see these two are not Gear 12, and they're literally just over what I need them to be, I believe. So I did the minimum on them, and I put more into the ones that I thought was more useful, which I believe I had him. I know I had him relic up first because he is the more valuable of the two, but he can just hit so hard. Your spy can just one-shot things if they got some buffs and debuffs loaded up on them. So, not a lot to talk about here with Old Republic. You had to get them up to to get your Darth Revan, but I throw Nest in there to try and throw some people off, and only 94,000 power that I put into that team to get people like Revan and Darth Revan. I think that's highly worth it. So then Ewoks, once again, a team you have to get put up to get C-3PO, but I think I went somewhat minimal here. I didn't even hit 80,000 power on them, and I got C-3PO out of them, and if I ever need to take down like a severely weak first order team, I guess they can do it, but they're not really on my radar of people to use, just like the rest of the people at the bottom here that you're going to notice. I'm working on these guys right now. They're just in here. I believe they're all about gear 11 or so. 10, 10, 11, 8. So they're pretty much to take a weak Geo team. If I see an all gear 12 Geo team, they could take it out. They're pretty useful in like territory wars often. I think she is one of my next relics. I want to say she's pretty high on the priority list. So everybody's going to need Phoenix in this game to level up at the start and to get your Thrawn, get your Emperor, get everybody, all that going on to work into R2. But you don't want to put too much into them because they're never much use after that. And I literally never put mine on defense or use them on offense anymore because they're quite literally useless at this level. Even though only at 3 million GP, they're already useless. So I have 66,000 power into them, and I think that's awesome that I never even hit 70,000 power. They're all gear 8, I think. Yep. They're all gear 8. No Zetas on them. So I think that's about as minimal as you can go. And then these guys, I put them together when we were doing Lightside Hoth. And honestly, I like Rogue One. I like the movie Rogue One. It's the only Disney movie I really like. And, all right, that's not true. But I'll say this. When you look through my characters, you notice that I don't really have a lot or any of the Disney movie people. And that's because I really liked the first movie that came out, and then The Last Jedi just took me out of it, and I couldn't believe what they did to my boy Luke. And yeah, it's hard to. I just collect the characters that I really have fun with, and I really do like Rogue One, and so I farm them a bit, and I think it'd be fun to get them into relics, but I am a bit of a focused account, and Jyn Erso is just so squishy. If she was way more tanky, like literally 3 to 4 times as tanky, then she would be able to keep reviving people and keep this team going good. And maybe you could put 3-Bot right here in Biston's place and get this team like really kicking ass. But because she's just so squishy, she gets killed and then she can't revive anybody when she's dead. So I don't know why I'm hitting on 3s there. Okay, so yep, I would say my next goals for relics are gonna be Shock T for sure. Once I get all my 501st clone, Shock T is gonna be my next one, so I can get cam shards. Yoda. I want to get Yoda up so I can actually start using my Jedi, because I'm at a level where right now my Jedi is just ridiculously weak. And then I want to throw an oddball in there, probably like Traya, maybe Nest. I know going into that 3.1 million bracket, the having a Relic 5 Nest would be pretty nice, because whenever I see Relic Nest, I have a hard time getting through it at 3 mil. So it usually just comes down to I'm able to throw something really good at it, like a CLS or something, and then, that's all right. But so then let's take a look at ships. So first of all, for capital ships down here, I have the Negotiators, my best ship, and then I have the Malevolence. I can actually put a star on him. I didn't realize. And then I used to use my Executrix, but I really only use them for defense anymore, and I'm trying to switch into the malevolence for that. The reason I was getting, well, not the reason I was getting the malevolence, I was getting the malevolence because it's great and you should use it, or you'll need it because of all the fleets we need on offense and defense. But a side note to me getting it was I just got the bounty hunter ships, and I'm ready to unlock Han's Millennium Falcon, and then just put it with that on defense with that malevolence. And I hear that that's a good combo, or I've seen that that's a good combo. So, and other than that, I have the Reliced out 501st, or not 501st, but Galactic Republic fleet. I do not have some of the like oddballs like this guy here, Jedi Counselor, or why am I drawing a blank on names? I should work on, since my Rex is Relic, I should work on his Arc 170. I guess that would be a regret of mine. But other than that, I don't really see anything that jumps out to me as a big regret. I do have Distance U-Wing farmed up because I got these guys going. Maybe I should activate that, but I don't really see it helping me a lot. And you know, once you activate stuff and you put your power over the required limits for Grand Arena, then you can't just go back down. So I haven't really been trying this Grand Arena. As you can see, it's 3v3 and I don't really enjoy it that much. I didn't really try in the first round. This round I actually think I have tried and been doing good, but last round I didn't do so hot. So here's my thing. So I have so many teams available to me when I look at somebody like this in 5v5, right? The first thing I look for immediately what jumps out to me is he has a good Padme, and that's really who I'm scared of. And then he's going to probably use his Vader on offense, but I can get through a Padme. Oh, he has a nice nest, but like I said, when they have a nice nest, they usually don't have those other teams to be able to back it all up. So you guys seen all the teams I had available to me. I can literally put all my mid teams on defense in here and bring like my Padme, my CLS, and my Darth Revan on offense, and it's over. Whatever he puts, I can just destroy with those. Oh, well, I can actually put my Padme on defense and a bunch of mid teams, and then take my Vader team and my CLS and Darth Revan. So that's probably how that will end up panning out. So yeah, if really can't think of much else to hit on here. This is going to be a little bit longer of a video than I thought, but I wanted to ramble on for a minute about all the things that I've seen over the years, kind of when I started, and all the strategies I have and go about, and all the regrets or things that I like about my account. I think I really like my account. I don't have many regrets. It's more that it's more just little things that I couldn't push for at times, and you know, I was busy pushing for other things, so those things ended up being good for my account. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like. And I'm new to this whole YouTube thing, so I don't know how this video, or when I'm going to upload it, or how I'm going to edit it down, but yeah, if you guys like the video, just be sure to let me know. And this was the channel you were looking for.